Now for the point of impact shift. I am back today with more of a philosophy and overview video rather than some type of technical review. Today we're going to be discussing Tri-Lug mounts, their purposes, and how they've been working for me, especially since a lot of the Form 4 approvals have been dramatically low as 2 days in some cases. In fact, the Wolfman that you see here was approved in about 3 business days, and I recently got a few more approved in 2 days. Now there are some I'm waiting about 2 to 3 weeks on and filed at the exact same time, so it seems to be hit or miss. But with that being said, I wanted to start making a dedicated Tri-Lug setup with my Wolfman. Now, Tri-Lug is a way or an attachment method for the barrel for a 3-lug locking system for cans or flash cans, depending on what you put on there. And I actually went over to AIM Surplus, which is a company I use all the time, and I purchased some of these guys right here. This is the Kaw Valley Precision Tri-Lug adapter for the 1/2x28 and 1/2x36 threads, and it threads right onto the end of your barrel, and now you can attach any Tri-Lug mounting devices you want. Now the cool thing about that is Palmetto State Armory makes the ARV and a lot of AR9s with the 1/2x36 threads, and a lot of other setups I have 1/2x28 threads, so having something that's universal where I don't have to swap out adapters at the back of my can every single time I want to use it or switch it. Also, I also don't want to worry about something walking loose while I'm shooting. That way you can lock tight, rock set, or permanently attach a Tri-Lug adapter to the end of your setup and then have everything rock solid on your can itself, and now you can swap from setup to setup with a simple Tri-Lug can. Now, there was a lot of benefits to having a Tri-Lug setup, but one big complaint that I saw online was actually point of impact shift when you attach the Tri-Lug can to the end of it. So I tested that at 25 yards, and for me, that's about the maximum distance I'm going to be running a lot of these guns for particular setups. Anything past that, it makes more sense for me to go with an AR in 223 or 5.56. So I set this up on a tripod at 25 yards, shot it with and without the can on the Tri-Lug itself, and saw no noticeable point of impact shift. Past that, I took some of these setups out to about 50 yards at steel and was hitting the target no problem with and without the can, but I did not actually group it at that distance. But just because of the fact that I wasn't seeing a ton of noticeable shift at 25 yards makes me really feel comfortable with this setup for my personal use. Now, if you're the guy shooting your 9mm out at 100 yards, I would definitely test that point of impact shift, and I imagine it's going to be different for whatever muzzle device you attach at the end of your Tri-Lug. This Wolfman did an amazing job. The next thing I want to mention is the fact that you can get these for very affordable prices. The Kaw Valley ones come out to about $29. When you're investigating other methods of attachment or different end caps and different muzzle attachments outside direct thread, which is obviously the cheapest because you're not putting any adapters in, you're looking at about $60 to $70 on the cheap end for a lot of these, as all the way up to about $100, $120 for different muzzle devices. So the Tri-Lug is definitely going to be the most affordable. Also, it's going to be the most universal because a lot of other options out there like PTR, HK, the MKE AP5s and Century Arms AP5s all come with Tri-Lug barrels already on them, and I've been running that and they work out well too. Now there's a lot of locking pieces inside that MP5 style things that you might need to change out, but for all intents and purposes, that Tri-Lug is going to be a great universal platform that you can just swap out your Tri-Lug dedicated can from platform to platform. If you're interested to learn more about the Wolfman, subscribe to the channel. We'll probably be doing a full review on it soon, but depending on how YouTube's policies go over the next few months, they're always changing when it comes to stuff like this. I can't actually show you the mounting or disassembly, but I did want to go over this, and this Wolfman has been running great. So I hope you guys liked the video. I hope it gives you kind of exactly what I'm doing and gives you maybe some ideas of what you could do on your 9mm setups. I think for me, Tri-Lug is now king. I'm Tri-Lug adapting everything so I can swap out my Wolfman from platform to platform and then put the flash cans back on when I'm not using it, or just leave the raw Tri-Lug adapter. There's no threads that you have to worry about messing up, so I might just leave that Tri-Lug adapter exposed. Who knows? But again, a huge shout out to AIM Surplus for just always helping out the channel. I did purchase these myself. They hooked me up with a little bit better deal. Definitely head over there. They're a good supporter of the channel. They're a great company to work with, and they have some of the best prices I've seen on a lot of this stuff, including these Kaw Valley Precision Tri-Lug end caps. I also want to give a huge shout out to Callaway Ballistics for sponsoring the 147 grain subsonic ammo for this video. It works absolutely amazing with a can or without a can, and it is incredibly quiet and clean. Some of the best 147 I've ever shot. Don't forget to use the code 704TACTICAL for 5% off and free shipping on orders over $200. Again, this is one of the best deals out there on 147 grain after my code. Hope you guys liked the video. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.